Hello, I'm Brian, and welcome back to another episode of Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. So, in between the last episode and this episode, I've done some grinding. And you can see here, I have go all the way from from totally broke to about 4k, 5k scrape now. So, the team has also leveled up quite a bit as well. So you can see here, wow, my my leader is almost 40 levels, very impressive. And we are swimming in, well, not this one, but there are some of the characters who are swimming in skill points as well. So yeah, so I'm happy with the results. So let's get going. Alright, in this episode we are going to actually go to Rodia first. Check out the town. That is the town where we are going to hook up a radio tower or something, if I remember correctly. We should also be able to get some cat litters in there. I think the cat litter is kind of all over the place, and it will take a little bit of time before we can upgrade our red suit to go through some of the more contaminated area. Alright, let's see. Alright, check him out. Huh. Yeah, upgrading to these Kevlar vests is kinda expensive. Conductive armor, no thanks, eh? SMGs, yeah, it's not comparable to our MP5. Click 17, eh? Overall, kind of inferior stuff. I'll just show my token support and buy one of these. Alright. Yeah, this is the town where they have these I think it's the leather jerks.
I ain't never paid to get in a Rodia before.
Rules have changed, old man. Now that the right honorable enormous old biggin is in charge.
I didn't vote for an enormous.
Voting. Now pay up. 6 bullets per person.
He said voting. Listen here, girlie. I don't have to.
Paid in full. Now who's next?
Shish. Alright. So there is a way to fix this. Well, to resolve this place. One of the ways is to just kill every of these leather jerks and then be done with it. But there are also a lot of story elements that you can experience here. So let's just talk to them. Real nice.
Stop right there, strangers. If you want to get into Rodia, jewel of the LA wetlands and home of the world-famous Rodia towers, you gotta donate to the Rodia Security Bullet Fund. 6 bullets per person.
Is a donation mandatory?
It's a suggestion.
Right. Yeah.
We suggest you donate, or we beat the shit out of you. Ain't that right, boys?
Yeah, you can always choose to not pay or leave. But if you choose not to pay, then you you trigger a massacre, and every single one in the town will come out to murder you, I think. So we're gonna pay. It's not much. Alright, I think I'll give you the most, the cheapest bullet possible. Let's see.
Thank you, citizen. We'll put those bullets to good use. And listen, you all look like you know how to handle yourselves. If you're looking for work, see our boss Enormous O'Biggin, or Lieutenant Dangler, his second in command.
Alright, what can you tell us about Rodia?
This place was a real shithole till we brought our civilizing influence. Now it's a jewel.
Yeah, civilizing influence, eh? You have towers?
People come from
Yeah,
miles
dirt
around to
and
see them
dust out of
towers.
it.
No idea why. They don't do anything. Even the old transmitter that turned them into radio towers don't work anymore. Good for hanging out the laundry though, ain't it, boys?
Alright. What kind of work?
Always work for gunslingers around here. Rodia takes a lot of protecting.
Tell us about your radio?
It don't work no more, and we don't want it fixed. Lieutenant Dangler says it rots the brain.
What about the old bacon?
Our boss lets his fists do the talking. He hits like a car wreck. You best stay on his good side.
And Dangler?
He's little, but he's got a big brain. And that brain will fuck you up if you ain't careful.
Alright.
Have a nice day, citizen.
Alright, let's
A
move.
monetary system based on bullets. The world is endless in its variety, isn't it?
Alright. Slow your roll, strangers. Who the hell let a bunch of armed to the teeth motherfuckers in here? Did Bullet Grabber let you in? What do you want? We paid her and she let us in. Stupid bitch. Alright. Your name is Pokey? Alright. And your friend's name is Gummy? Alright. Alright. Yeah, that's Alright, so this is the radio tower that we are trying to get into. But if you try to force yourself into in there, you trigger a bloodbath and kill everyone. So let's check this dude. Mayor Van Grass, eh?
Please excuse my unfortunate state, strangers. My new constituents are practical jokers.
You're the mayor of Rodia?
Well, I believe I'm the former mayor now. I really did try to do something for this town. It was just the wrong thing.
I thought he was about to mouth off these stupid jerks, but alright. Why are you caged up like that?
Caged is a strong word. I prefer enjoying enforced contemplation. And as the mayor and the man who invited these leather jerks into our fair city, I have many sins to contemplate. So I try not to look on my situation in a negative way. Indeed, I believe it's doing me a power of good.
Who are these new constituents?
The leather jerks, thinking back on it, their name really should have tipped me off.
Yeah. They call themselves the Leather Jerks. Leather Jerks is their name?
Indeed, that's what they call themselves. I wouldn't think of calling them that as a pejorative. I hired these jerks to help us after we had some trouble with the children of the Citadel. Well, we are certainly secure now, indeed. The jerks have secured my house for their headquarters and our towers for their fortress. I have never felt more secured.
Alright. Who are the children of the Citadel?
Strange, half-mechanical cultists from the south. They claimed we had reneged on a trade agreement with their leader Matthias and were only taking what was owed to them. But they wanted the whole town. That's why I called in the jerks. Siths were raiding our produce shipments and storming our walls. Maybe I should have asked the Mannerites instead. But that, Mr. Manners, just rubs me the wrong way somehow.
Alright. What do you know about Matthias?
Only what I hear on the radio. Always promising everybody a better life of peace and prosperity, but he seems more interested in war and conquest. I wish he'd go away.
And you don't like the Mannerites?
They're very polite, but that's not the same as nice, is it?
Alright. Speaking of help, do you need any?
Help? Me? Oh, heavens no, I'm fine. Plenty more contemplating to do. But if you wanted to help the town, you might ask my old constituents. They'd probably love some help getting rid of my new constituents.
Alright, which of your old constituents need help?
Well, let's see. There's Ulrich at the saloon, Dr. Horchata at the clinic, Mr. Gecko at the bank, and not to mention my poor son. You might also see how things are in Limbo Town, where most of our farmers live. I was about to call for an investigation of a sickness that has swept through the townsfolk there, but I didn't get the chance before the jerks so kindly gave me this time to reflect.
What's Ulrich's problem?
He's been getting a lot of business from the jerks since they came to town, but it's not really business if they don't pay, is it?
Okay. And Dr. Hochada?
He's been searching for the cause of the sickness that's killed a quarter of our town. I'm sure he would welcome any help you could give him.
Mr. Gecko?
Last I saw, Mr. Gecko was deep in conversation with the leaders of the jerks. Well, I had one of those conversations with him, and I ended up here, so I don't care to think what may have happened to him.
And your son is in trouble too?
Yes. I fear the jerks are torturing him. You see, now that I've become the mayor, he's taken over the family business, our distillery. The jerks have taken quite an interest in learning our old family recipe for tequila, and I'm very much afraid they're trying to beat it out of poor Chris. If you could see your way clear to rescuing him, I would be very much obliged.
Alright, tell us about the Limbo Town.
Well, that's where all the folks who farm in the crater live. Old man Dante has the biggest spread over there, but it's a big community. I'm sure quite a few of them could use your help.
And what do you know about this sickness?
That's some sort of parasite, the doctor says. Worms in the belly, highly unpleasant. He doesn't know where it's coming from.
And you own a distillery?
Indeed, the Von Grass Distillery, home of the hard-boiled tequila. We're one of the largest distilleries in the LA wetlands. But the jerks seem to want to enlarge it still more and convert all our farmland to agave production to supply it. A ridiculous notion. What would we all eat?
Did they torture you for the recipe?
Oh, yes, but I don't know it. I always left the running of the distillery to my employees, much more interested in politics. Chris, on the other hand, is very hands-on. Learned the business at the knee of my old foreman, Ernesto, before he passed away. In fact, the only place that recipe exists, other than in Chris's head, is in Chris's safe deposit box in the bank. And these days, I'm not sure that's the safest place for it. Listen, you look trustworthy. If you wouldn't mind doing me a personal favor, if you save Chris, could you ask him to take the tequila recipe out of the bank and give it to you for safekeeping? Or if you somehow find your way into the bank, could get it and hold on to it for me until I'm out of this cage, I promise, I will make it worth your while.
How do you know we are trustworthy? Yeah, seeing that he already introduced the leather jerks in.
You're right. I don't have a very good track record on that, do I? I mean, I thought the leather jerks were trustworthy.
Exactly.
But, well, I just like the cut of your collective jibs, so I'm gonna go with my gut, and I hope I got it right this time.
How worth it? I don't care. You haven't got any cat litter for sale around here, have you?
Now, why would hard-bitten adventurers such as yourself want cat litter? Oh, yes, for radiation poisoning, right. Yes, I've heard that. Well, Dr. Horchata might have some on hand, but other than that, I couldn't say. Come back anytime. I'll just be hanging.
His attitude is to be admired. Would that I dealt so calmly with adversity.
I mean, what can he do, right, Pespi? What can he do other than contemplate his sins or something? Alright, so you can see here, this little town has been taken over by the leather jerks, and we are to help some of the locals to see if we can sort of liberate the town. Well, at least this is the approach for at least this playthrough, I suppose. Of course, you can just go and kill all these people and be done with it, but I'm not quite sure that's that's fun at all. So, yeah.
Welcome, strangers.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk to Ulrich.
Here to drink, or do you want some of that nastiness those leather jerks are selling in my back room?
Nastiness. What kind of nastiness are they selling?
They got games of chance that got no chance to them, and whores that are even a worse bet. And the jerks tell me they're helping me bring in customers by providing entertainment. Nobody wants what these thugs are selling.
Let's say, alright. What's with all the leather?
It's like a fetish with them. I hear their favorite leather is made from the people they kill.
Oh god.
They don't make a pair of sandals out of our poor old mayor.
What do you think about the jerks? That doesn't really help, I suppose.
That damn fool of a mayor hired him to save our town from some synths. Now we need saving from them. Their leaders, O'Biggin and his lieutenant, Dangler, decided that keeping the peace meant keeping a piece of every damn thing he could get his hands on. And they sure act like they own my place, I'll tell you that for free. Installed that big fella with an axe over there as the bouncer. They never pay for a drink, scare all my customers away, make me pay sky-high prices for the booze from the distillery. I'm pouring shots hand over fist and not making a bullet. Somebody ought to do something.
Do something?
Yes, you should. Oh, you want me to help? Sorry, stranger. I'm a coward. No good at all in a fight. But, well, I could maybe slip old Pat the Axe here a Mickey if you wanted me to. Could take him out of the game.
Oh, what is a Mickey?
Yeah, a Mickey Finn. A time-honored practice among dishonorable bartenders. Sadly, I ain't got no makings. But if you were gonna start something with the jerks, and you wanted to even the odds a bit, you could get me some chlorohydrate from the clinic. A little of that in Pat's tequila, and he wouldn't wake up until it was all over.
Alright. Know where we can get any cat litter?
Ah, you're looking for rad soup makings, right? Well, I haven't got any, but some of the farmers keep cats. Ask old Dante, he might have some. And Dr. Horchata, too. He treats the occasional case of radiation poisoning.
Alright. Is it worth trying the games in the casino?
I wouldn't. Those jerks cheat.
Tell us about the horse.
Call me old-fashioned, but I like a lady who has the same number of legs and nipples as I have. Those strumpets got too many of everything for my taste.
What does that even mean? Oh god. How do you feel about the mayor?
Poor old Sam. An idiot rich boy, but nobody ever accused him of being mean. Them jerks had no cause to string him up to the towers.
What can you tell us about the towers?
They've been here since forever. Once upon a time, somebody tried to pull them down with a crane. The crane broke. Nope, not even them A-bombs could take them down. Those towers will be here long after you and I are dead, stranger. Shame about the radio, though.
Does this town have a radio?
Had a radio hooked up to the towers. Kept us connected to the rest of the world, but the jerks smashed it. I bet old Virgil could get it up and running again, but you're gonna need to convince him first.
Virgil?
Virgil was the guy who kept our radio running. Regular customer of mine ever since Dante and him split up. He stopped working on the radio towers when the leather jerks smashed it.
Yeah, so I suppose we need to also help this Virgil guy and Dante as well. Who is Dante?
Dante's got the biggest farm in Rodia. Owns ground on every circle of the crater. Should be happy, but he's in hell. That wife of his, Beatrice, been tearing hunks out of him since they got hitched. Don't know how he puts up with her. Beauty only goes so far in my book. And now, of course, the jerks want him to farm agave like everybody else.
Alright. What's with all the bullets?
That's the other crazy thing. Since the jerks came, the bank has made bullets the only legal tender. Guess it makes things more peaceful, but it's harder to spend your money anywhere else but in town.
Alright, tell us about the bank.
Old Gecko is a tightwad. Only way he'll loan you a bullet is if he sees how it'll make him 10 more. And if you're using that bullet to mug somebody, all the better in his book. I hate bankers.
Where is this distillery?
It's the big building near the crater. Jerks crawling all over it these days. Can't say as I'm happy about the state of affairs, but what am I gonna do? I wouldn't have anything to sell without that place.
And the crater?
Life would be a damn sight worse in Rodia if we didn't have that crater. Best soil for miles around, and that makes for the best farming. Unfortunately, seems like it was too much of a temptation for them jerks. They had to have it for themselves. Now the farmers are just slaves and everybody's starving.
Even old Dante is feeling the pinch.
People are starving.
Well, the leather jerks just want to make money, so they told everyone to stop growing anything but agave, and they're using that to make tequila. You sure as hell can get a drink in this town, but you can't feed your kids. I'm guessing that's what's making everybody sick.
There's a sickness going around.
All the farmers coming down with something that none of the townies are catching. I don't give a damn about farmers except that they come in to drink. If they're staying home feeling sick and not drinking, that affects my business, and it makes me damn mad. I hear Dr. Horchata is doing something about it. I hope he cures it soon. I need all the business I can get.
All right, so you can see here, businessmen conducting business in town are stopped because there are leather jerks around. So in a way, if you try to resolve every of these problems that they have, then the town should be restored to its former glory, in a way. Alright, who's Dr. Ojata?
He's our local sawbones. Funny looking fella, but a good doc. Works over at the clinic.
And agave?
A kind of spiky plant. Can't eat it. Only thing it's good for is making tequila. Squeeze the juice out of it, ferment it, and presto, tequila. Pretty much the only thing we grow here in Rodia these days. Used to be the mayor owned a little plot of agave and his distillery turned it into a little tequila. Kinda how he got to be the mayor, actually. Gave away free booze on election day. Now the jerks have hung his ass from the towers and they're making everybody grow agave and running the still night and day. Charging double too, I might add. Fucking me from both ends, the rats.
Who's the big fella?
That's Pat the Axe. Mean old bastard. Not much for talking, but he sure likes to drink.
Dangler?
Just a pipsqueak, but when he says jump, the jerks say how high. I'm pretty sure he's the one who ordered Mayor Von Gross strung up on account of he wouldn't play ball. Or maybe he's just plain mean.
Bacon?
Them jerks make like he's the boss of the operation on account of he's the biggest, but he's dumber than Pat the Axe, and that's mighty dumb. It's the little guy you gotta watch for, Steve Dangler.
Who are the Sims?
Half metal, all mental. They follow that crazy guru Matthias, who's always preaching about the betterment of man. They seem to want to do it with bullets. That's what I like to hear. We got tequila or tequila, but only if you can pay. I got enough freeloaders around here. Oh, great. What'll it be?
Yeah, just buy one. To be polite.
Anything else you need?
Not much of a selection.
Blame the leather jerks for that. That's how they want it. Only crop we got in the fields is agave. Only drink we got in the bar is tequila. If I tried to sell you anything they didn't make, they'd kill me.
Alright.
See you around, strangers. And bring some of those knockout drops with you next time.
Alright, let's see. Okay. Yeah, so in this episode, I would expect a lot of, Wait, what? Alright, I would expect a lot more of the, background stuff, instead of like a lot of...
Everybody. Just got a big order in from New Washington. Everybody will be working double shifts until it ships. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, it's basically... Alright, let's see. There is a pile of rubbish. And it is a pile of rubbish. Alright, let's see. Okay, yeah, in this episode we are going to have a lot of conversation, basically, because we are going to have to pick up the quest in a way, and we are also going to get a lot of the background information for this town before we decide what to do. Alright, let's talk to these people. Why can't I see my son? We got a sick boy in there and the doctor won't let us in. Why can't we see our Tom? Who's the doctor? Ho Chata is his name. He's a little funny looking, but he's always done right by this town. This sickness though, I ain't never seen him so stumped. Who's Tom? Boy, it just ain't fair. First, his fiancée dies just before their wedding, and now he's sick too. We're praying the doctor could help, but now, the sickness? Ain't right that this illness should only hurt us farmers. Life is hard enough for us already. Is there anything we could do to help? I don't know what a bunch of gunslingers can do for a sick man, but if you know of a cure, nah, you ain't the healing kind, I can tell. Well, you could get rid of the jerks. If our Tom ever gets better, I don't want him living in a place run by the likes of them. We don't have a cure, but we can ask around. Tell us about the jerks. Them fools Sam, our mayor, brought them in as security against the robot people. Now we can't get rid of them. That big ape and his little chimp sidekick. Parasites is what they are, ticks. You blame the mayor for this? Oh, Sam has a head for business, but he never had a nick of sense about people. Alright, more of these. Yeah, basically more information. Alright, let's see.
I don't like sick people. Can we leave?
Alright, what is this heartache, eh? Can we talk to him? Leave me alone, alright. Will do. I suppose we are not to pick anything, right? And a safe as well, huh? Well. Close that fucking curtain. Can we do that? Can we close it? Oh jeez, the the camera here is no, we can't. What? Alright, we're done. Let's talk to Hochada here. Great, more gun-toting thugs. Just what this town needs. Are you here to help or help yourselves? Anything we could do to help? Well, if you are so inclined, I need a working microscope. That's the only way I'm gonna find out how the worms are getting into those people's stomachs. The Manorites have one at their hospital, but I'm no longer welcome there. Let me mark it on your map. Alright, Angel Oracle. Okay. Do you know anything about the Manorites? Hey, I used to be one, but we had a fallout. Why did you fall out with the Manorites? They didn't like that I swore and told people exactly what I thought. No bad sign manner, they said. And they're selective about who they let in their hospitals too. Which amounts to deciding who deserves live or die. Well, fuck that and fuck them. That's some shit, plain and simple. How will a microscope help? These worms in their larval state are too small to see, so I can't search for them in the food, clothes, or dirt of the town. You seem to have a lot of patience. Yes, as if the leather jerks weren't plague enough. Rodia is being attacked by a parasite-borne sickness. We've already lost more than 10 people, mostly farmers, and a dozen more are sick. I've got to find out where these fucking worms are coming from and fast. Yeah, tell us about the sickness. The parasite seems to affect the farmers more than anybody else. I don't know if it's diet or their work or what. I've collected samples from possible sources all over the town, but I need a better microscope. What do you think of Rodia? This could be a nice town if everybody just let us be. Guess life was too good here. People started wanting to take it from us. The leather jerks are making more work for you? Between Bacon and Dangler and this sickness? Yes, indeed. Gun games and pox the hookers in the casino, taking bullets at the bank. You won't be surprised that the incidence of venereal disease and bullet wounds have gone up alarmingly. Our beloved mayor has a lot to answer for, though I guess he's paying the price. Wish someone could do something. Why don't you do something? I'm doing all I can right here. Alright. We're looking for cat litter. Got any? I'm assuming you want this as a cure for radiation, not because you have cats at home. Well, I have some, but it's precious stuff. It would take some convincing. Cat litter? Oh, God. No. Zeolite? Huh, I wish. I'd love to have some of the medical grade stuff on hand. But Hollywood and those pistol packing Prius up in Griffith Park snatches up most of it long ago, so I gotta make do with cat litter. But even that is getting scarce. Yeah, the Hollywood and the Griffith Park, the gun the gun Prius is another of those that we need to work on. Ulrich at the bar said you might have some chlorohydrate. He needs help with some household pests. Ha, by which you mean he needs it to take out the leather jerks. Admirable plan if that's what you really want it for. Tell you what, you help me and then I'm thinking about helping you. Alright, let's see. But this is helping you. How much easier will it be to help these people if we get rid of the jerks? Well, you've got a point. Always having to patch up people they hurt is making the rest of my job twice as hard. Alright, you gotta do. Take it. But when you're finished, please come back and help me find a microscope. It's all pointless without that. Alright, this is more of the background information. Hawkers in the casino? Alright. Can't say I approve much of their trade, but they keep me in business. And casino? As if a man doesn't take enough chances in this life. What were you saying about the bank? I was saying the bank has gone insane. Bullets as currency. Where's the sense of that? Damn fools spend a bullet to shoot somebody, then have to spend more bullets to get me to pull it out. You ask me, that dangler is behind this too. What will convince you? Okay, yeah. I think that's it for the moment.
Ugh, what's wrong with him? What happened to his face?
Alright, so we can't do much for now. Let's close this curtain as instructed by the by the doctor. Alright. Let's keep moving around and taking looks and stuff. Huh? Why? We're protecting you, ain't we? Some protection. Wise guy, huh? You looking for trouble? Okay.
I have seen plagues like this. Darwin suffered them all the time.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there is not much to be to admire about this town right now, eh? What happened? Some fool tried to rob the bank. Alright, and more bullets. What can we say about that? Alright. Hey, Mr. Gecko is inside. Alright. I suppose this will not trigger a an attack, and it did not. Alright, Mr. Gecko. I'm Morton Gecko. Welcome to the Bank of Codite. I understand you well-armed folks would like to open an account to secure your ammo. You don't have any cat litter, do you? Now, why would a bank have cat litter? Such a silly question. Tell us about the bank. The Bank of Codite is a trusted institution that's helping Rodia get back on his feet. Not only do we have the strongest safe in LA Wetlands, we also offer exchange services for all account holders. Have a grenade, but it's some .308? No problem. I'll tell us so happy to oblige. Yeah, are you sure you're secure? We just saw a robbery. Oh, that. Hardly a robbery. A desperate man grabbed a handful of loose bullets from the teller and make a run for it. The leather jerk stopped him, a sad yet effective demonstration of our security. You think Rodia will get back on his feet? Of course it will, the jewel of the wetlands, a humble township. It is a marvel to watch civilization reconstitute itself before our very eyes, and I thank my stars that the Leatherjacks have consented to help us protect it. It's certainly more than our mayor ever did. You don't like the mayor? Huh, well, our dearly departed mayor was a good man and a good friend, but a terrible mayor. He is departed by now, isn't he? He's been up on the radio tower for days. Does Rodia have a radio? There is some radio equipment in the tower stronghold, but it hasn't worked for years. You approve of the Leatherjacks? I do! The outgoing mayor brought them in as security consultants when the Sims showed up. But seeing the terrible state of the place they arrived, the sickness to name but one woe, they decided a complete regime change was in order, and I for one welcome our new Leatherjack overlords. Mr. O'Bacon and Mr. Dangler are just the visionaries this town needs. Oh god. Alright, what's this sickness you mentioned? I don't know what it is, but it has been a terrible depletion of the labor pool. I hope Dr. Ochada can get it under control. The Sims, Metalman from the south, very disagreeable. The jerks make short work of them. Is your safe safe? Open an account? What does that even do? You use bullets as money? Alright. My pleasure to serve you. Alright.
Now that I hear more, it sounds less like a system and more like a scheme.
Indeed, it is. It is a scheme. Alright, let's call in for the
Copy, Ranger Demon.
level up
Congratulations.
first. Shish. That's a lot of fun, ain't it? Alright. Oh, what? A possum are rats. Okay. Oh god.
Do not listen to Dugan, Los Angeles. Do not let fear turn you into his slave. The future he envisions will never happen. And he will never rule it. For I and my children will burn his pathetic dreams to ashes in the blazing glory of our golden future. Dugan wants to enslave humanity. Bring him no
Alright.
offering. Worship not at his altar. He is a false god. And I, Matthias, shall cast him down.
Alright. More of the Matthias bullcrap here. No entry without orders. But we have orders from Dangler. Well, that's easy, I suppose. Huge, fiercely beard and da-da-da-da. What?
Halt! Who goes there? You're not allowed in here. Dangler's orders. Leave immediately.
Sorry, the Rangers are looking to buy a few barrels of tequila for our HQ. This isn't the right place.
Your buyers? Damn. My mistake. Please have a look around, sample some tequila. But for your own safety, don't bother the workers or the guards. And stay in the main room. Everything else is off limits. Thanks.
And how is the tequila?
They tell me it's the finest booze in the LA wetlands, but I wouldn't know. I don't drink. That's why Dangler gave me the job. He needed somebody sober to watch all these dipsos.
Well, if you don't drink booze, what do you drink?
The distillery also bottles distilled water. I drink that. With the heat in here, I have to. I carry a bottle of it at all times. Delicious. Then go.
Alright. Alright, let's see. So this is the distillery. There's a safe. I need to open that safe, I think. There is also like a table somewhere around here. Oh yeah. Let's examine this. Get an empty water bottle, which will be useful in a while. Alright. Bomb that save 100% in demolition. I like. Don't want to have a bomb going off right in front of my face. And you don't want to use a bomb to try to open this because the leather jerks will come and attack you all. Obviously. Alright, let's take a look. Silver key.
Does he know you took that?
Chris
It
notebook.
would be polite to tell him.
And outdoorsman mutant kangaroo paw. Okay. This will go to Ralphie, I suppose. Chris notebook and silver key as well. Alright, let's take a look. Chris notebook. A well-worn notebook with Christopher Van Grass, but otherwise blank. Didn't have much to say. Strangely, however, the corners of pages 2, 3, 6, and 9 have been folded over, like he was marking his place, even though nothing is written on them. Or maybe it will come up. The importance should come up soon. All right.
Damn. Don't you people know cleanliness is next to godliness?
Chris Van Grass, take a look at this. Sitting in the bed with his arm around a leathery jacket is a punchy young man who bears a striking resemblance to Mayor Van Grass. He looks at you with bloodshot eyes.
Who the fuck are you? I'm busy here.
And what exactly are you busy doing?
Quality control. What the fuck does it look like? This place doesn't fucking run without me. I'm the only one who knows the fucking recipe for hard-boiled tequila. I'm the only one who knows what it's supposed to fucking taste like. I'm the fucking key to the whole fucking town.
The usage of the F word is you sure say fuck a lot.
That's because I'm the king of fuck. I fuck like a fucking god. Huh? Did you speak, bitch? What the fuck was that?
Nothing, honey, I just sneezed. You're the best love I ever had, honest.
You better fucking believe it.
What's the recipe?
You fuckers think I'm telling you? I ain't fucking stupid. The only reason I'm still alive is because I know it and nobody else does. That fucking recipe only exists in 2 places. In my head and in my safe deposit box in the bank. And nobody's getting either. It's worth too fucking much.
How secure is your safe deposit box?
You think you can fucking trick me, fucker? There is no point. First, you'd have to get into the vault at the bank, and that's impossible. Then you'd have to know the combination to my safe deposit box, and ain't nobody ever finding that fucker.
We are here to rescue you?
Rescue me? Who the fuck said I want to be rescued? I run this fucking place. Get the fuck out.
Your father asked us to save you?
That old loser? Fuck him. I'm not going anywhere. I hope he fucking rots in that cage. He's got no vision for this town. I'm a fucking visionary. I'm gonna run it right.
Isn't Dangler running the town?
He is now, but that's gonna change. I'll be making my move any fucking day now. In fact, how would you fuckers like to get in on the fucking ground floor? How would you like a piece of the biggest fucking pie in the LA wetlands?
What do you want us to do?
What the fuck do you think? Dangler had the right idea getting rid of all the other crops and making this town one big tequila plantation. Fuck, if my fucking father would have fucking done that back in the day, we'd already be the richest fucking town in the wetlands. Fuckers. They both gotta go. My father, Dangler, neither of those fuckers have ever taken me seriously. Well, they will now. You take out my dad, Dangler, Biggin, Pat the Axe, and that fucker out front, the Greek, and I'll pay you more fucking scrap than you've ever seen in your pathetic fucking lives. Plus a percentage of all the fucking tequila sales going forward. What do you say?
Well, you can say yes. we don't have to be locked into these decisions. I think.
Fuck yeah.
What pie would this be?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Alright.
Yeah, beat it.
Alright, so
Mom
yeah.
was right. Vice takes the heart out of a man. Just look at that sorry sack of shit.
Yeah. That he is. That he is. Alright. Yeah, there is a lot of background information right now. Okay, I think I will be ending the video for right here for now. Next time we are going to do some more exploration around this town. I think we are going to talk to Dante and also Dangler and the old bacon as well. So let's see how it goes. But that will be for the next episode. So thank you for watching. I'm Brian, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.